Good morning. I woke up, it was quiet, it was still, it was a beautiful, calm morning. Set you up over here on your seat, pulled out my yarn, got the coffee going, nice and hot. Utter chaos broke out. Kids started yelling, going in and out. The birds started their squawking fest. Sadie's running around with garbage in her mouth. I need crochet today more than ever. Thank you. They're not psychic. You gotta tell the world what you need in order to get it. Shut up! I need silence. I need crochet. I need coffee. I need to visit and vent with friends. I have today off. The whole day. And in preparation, yesterday I stopped by the local thrift store on my way home from work. And okay, so I've seen these unraveling videos. You buy a sweater, you look for certain key elements in the sweater, you bring it home, you wash it really, really good, and then you unravel it. Pick your sweater just on the fiber. Well, it's got to be unravelable, but pick the fiber. I picked this sweater. It's got like this little half zip thing here. It's beautiful colors, and I love this texture. It's not toothy woolly. It's got more of that cottony soft feel to it. Where's the tag? I don't remember what the content was, but I like it. And so I wanted to unravel it and make myself just a little pullover sweater. Raglan style, nothing fancy. It looks like super thin stuff. So one of the things that you look for is in these seams, you want to make sure that the sweater was made in panels. So if you pull the seams apart, you can see that the two panels, see that stitching in between them? You can also pull it this way and see that there's one stitch. You could use a seam ripper and pull, just run it down that middle piece. You can see that each of the ends, there's no ends of the yarn. Each of the seams has no ends. It's like finished. That's that chain up, chain one, and then go back the other direction. It's knitted. It's a knit sweater, but that's how you can tell if it was made in panels. So this would all be one panel. So after you get the cuff off, I'm not sure how the cuff would be, but once you get past that cuff part, all this is one continual thread, string, yarn, yardage. You won't have to tie in a bunch of ends. So then looking at the back panel, that's a whole nother cake. And then this front panel is done. I was gonna take it apart. It was on the clearance rack. Before you even go in the store, they have 2 racks out there and they're marked down to $1. Manager's special. They've been sitting around forever. Nobody cares. I checked it over. There's no holes in it. Bought it. Brought it home. Washed it. Dried it. And got to thinking, I really like that color. It was only $1. And I mean, it's got like this nice little, you know, little collar on it. The cuffs fold up nice. It's very long. It's kind of like a little sweater dress on me. And I was just looking for a big size because I wanted a lot of yardage to play with, you know. I want to film a little tutorial. Hey, look, I bought this sweater. I'm unraveling it. It's gonna put on my cake winder. We're gonna have a whole day together. There was gonna be drinks and snacks, the whole thing. But I really like this sweater and I don't want to take it apart. Epic fail. And I'm too lazy today to go back to the thrift store and buy one that I I don't like. Gotta buy one that I like that I don't like. That's okay. I'll take care of it in the future. Last month in December, I broke out some decorative crochet catalogs. And we browsed through them. I don't remember, this one is from January 1988. I don't remember if we've gone through this one before. I've been clipping them together of the ones we have gone through, and then I still only have a couple left sporadically through the year, and I thought, well, I'll just group them with the month, and that's how we'll work through them. Even though we did discover that the January didn't have much Christmas in them, they were putting the Christmas months ahead so people could have plenty of time to make their Christmas items. So flipping through this January, Sadie, no, come on, be nice. Flipping through, I was trying to find the picture, the colored picture. Isn't she lovely? And that is a beautiful doily. Over here behind you have a round table. It's kind of by the door. It's just a catch-all kind of thing. Right now it's stacked full of candy dishes that I've collected from around the house, filled full of Christmas treats and goodies. It needs to disappear soon. I can say no thank you to the candy. Not really drawn to it like it, but I don't want ants either. So it's going away pretty soon. And I need something, so it's round, it's scalloped like a flower, and then it's got a centerpiece in it that's a different type of wood. And so I think I could create this doily with 10 weight thread. It'll sit down in that little inlet part on that table. And then most of the year we have a vase that my husband's grandma painted. She does porcelain painting, and it's got some beautiful roses painted on it. A couple days ago we went to go visit, and she gave me 2 dishes, that smaller like teacup size dishes that match the same style roses. So I want to set up that area. The vase has sat on that table before, but we need a doily, one doily. I think I did like 2 or 3 smaller little coaster sized doilies. One doily, the vase, the 2 plates, and then I'll put a couple little pieces of candy on the plates. And it's gonna need some flowers. All by the front door. So I like that doily shape. It's a star, it's a flower. I like that when you create a doily, after you get done with all this counting and intricate, it's nice because you're only keeping track of this portion. The rest is just duplicating the same thing through the whole round. I like, these are my favorite parts, where I'm just chaining, singling into the middle of the last chain, chaining, singling, and your chains are increasing through here. I am right about here, getting ready to do, okay, here, how's that? More comfortable? So this is the pattern. I'm pretty okay that I can show it. We're from 88. It's a diagram. The rows are numbered. Let's see. Rows are numbered. Start in the middle. And this is a black and white diagram. So it is a little hard to keep your eyes focused on exactly which round you're on. For example, the flower cards that we were working with, each round is a different color. So your eyes go directly to what color you're currently working on. I think that's part of what intermediate is, that it's not the whole, they don't show the whole round repetitively. They show the pattern repeat, and then you just keep repeating it again and again. It's not intermediate because the stitches are complicated. It really is double crochet, chains, and then there is a puff. Where am I? That's the wrong one. Showing you the wrong pattern. This is the first pattern in this catalog. There we go. Sorry about that. Which is still intermediate. Magic ring, magic circle, double crochets, and chaining. These little clusters are puffs, and then chaining in the middle. Those are the only stitches. So taking your time and just keeping an eye on what round you're on. You can chain, you can double crochet and chain. And so they have each of the rows numbered going up. And wherever you are, if you're on a spike or you're on a petal, you just kind of make up names as you go to keep yourself on track. You just keep repeating the counts between. This chaining section works up super fast, and that's where I'm at right now. So I'm going to go ahead, and I've got 2 rows left of that chaining. I'm going to work on those today, sitting here. I'll probably get up quite a few times between. I work on some, get up, go do things in the house, come back, sit down, and work some more. What am I working with? I picked blue. Picked this, I had a full skein of it. It was sitting on my gun rack, turned into a thread rack. I used some PVC pipes to lay across a gun rack and turned it into a thread display. But I had a full skein. Now that I am where I am, I noticed I'm not going to use the whole thing, which that's fine because I also use this palette for my little amigurumis. I have a napkin holder, a paper towel holder that I picked up from Home Goods quite a few years ago because it was pretty. I put a piece of felt, cut a round piece of felt so that it spins, and it fits multiple threads, so I can pull off of them. I set that next to me. You can also just throw these in a yarn bowl, these spools of 10 weight thread. It's pretty. Sits next to me. I am using my Daiso hook. Is this a Daiso? Yeah, it's a Daiso 1.5 millimeter. It's got that nice tight throat on it. I like the little thumb grips on it. That seems to work well. 1.5. I believe the pattern said crochet cotton number 40. That would be a lot thinner than the 10. And to use a steel US 11. I use the 1.5 and the 10 weight because it's accessible. You can get classic 10 anywhere. You can order it in any color, but stores usually carry a pretty basic supply of 10. All these doilies will work up in the 10s, classic 10s. It just, they become bigger. So this one in number 40 will create a 14.5 diameter, which that table can accommodate more than that for where I want to put it. You ready? What have I got so far? Where's my front? Where's my back? I love working with the cotton spools because I like my doilies to be all one piece. I hate sewing in ends with thread because you can't really hide them very well. It bulks up the stitches you're trying to tuck it into. So I can always tell which is my right side and which is my wrong side by the tail. You ready? Let's see. There she is. Oop, we're a little floppy. Definitely needs to be blocked. We will do that together too. I anticipate being done with it today. There's my little wheat stitch going up the petal, my spikes, and then I'm on my final row of this, what do they call that section? It's just like a scallop. I call it a chaining section most of the time. It's just chain work. I don't think there's actually, like when you're knitting, they call it like a stockinette. You're doing the same thing all the way for a while. That's gotta have some name to it because that is a very, very common way to have growth. The centers of the doilies tend to get really intricate. And then if your stitch count or you're getting a little waffly on it, these rows definitely help flatten out the doily, grow the doily, and set up a stitch count for a final elegant border. So they have a lot of purpose in the pattern design. She lays flat. All right, I am gonna work on final row here, and then I'm gonna get into this section, and I'll be back. House turning into chaos again. Time to disconnect and zone out. The kids are gone. Everybody's gone from the house. It's just the wildlife. I'll be back. What a wonderful afternoon. It is. It's afternoon now. This morning I took a whole chicken and I'm brining it with some poultry seasoning and some lemons off of our lemon tree. I brought out the rotisserie, so that'll self-cook. And I was thinking I'd steam some cauliflower and maybe some baked potatoes with it. We'll see how far I get. How far did I get with my doily? Let's see. So I finished the scalloped edges and I'm starting the border section. I got these are triple crochets 2 together, chain 7, 2 triple crochets together, chain 7, did that whole round. This round is a double crochet in the top of the 2 together. I had a hard time finding that stitch, and when I did find the stitch, it wasn't centered. So instead, I did a front post double crochet 3, picot in the top, 2 double crochet, front post double crochets, the repeat, 3, picot, 2, front post double crochet. Then the next round, moving up, is a double crochet, chain 7, double crochet. So I did a front post again. I did the 2 rounds of the front post. So front post, double crochet, chain 7, which is the round I'm working on now. Man, that goes fast. So this is what we have. Where's the front? Where's the back? So there is my chaining spaces, my 2 triple crochets together, chain 7, 2 triple crochets together. This is my round with the 3 double crochets, picot 3 double crochets. And now I'm working on, it's so satisfying to pull these stitches into place, my front post double crochet, chain 7, front post double crochet, chain 7. So I'm worked all the way around. I have that much left. This round works up fast. After that, what am I doing? I am doing 2 double crochet, chain 5, 2 double crochet, chain 2, all the way around. So once you get that little pattern, that little repeat stuck in your head, you could just work right through. Just watched a movie. It was called The Boy in the Woods. It's very sad. It was a young boy that lived in the woods based on a true story during World War II. He was in hiding, and some of the traumas and survival situations that he made it through. It was a good movie. Sad doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad movie. Emotions aren't bad. Some parts were hard to watch. So now I found another movie, and it's called The Boat Builder. Whoop. These are on Prime. The Boat Builder. And it's got that guy. I cannot remember his name. Lloyd comes to mind, but I don't know if that's his name. The guy that was in the scientist, the old guy that was in Back to the Future. The movie description says that he's a widow, he's a grumpy old man, and there's a neighborhood kid that gets bullied, and they're gonna join forces. But just found it. I hate wasting time looking for movies. I just wanna sit and crochet and watch movies. It's the in-between time trying to find a good one. And when to call it. When a movie's not a good one, you're just not into it, I have a hard time saying, ditch it. Do not finish. Because I don't want to waste the time looking for another good one. You have any movie recommendations? What have you watched today? I'm going to play the movie, wait for the chicken to brine, work on the next couple of rounds. I'll be back. Hey, I had to go get dressed. I gotta pick up the kids from school, and it's late afternoon, and I just feel that if I have to get out of the car for anything, I'm gonna look ridiculous in my pajamas that late in the day. So let me catch you up on where I'm at before I head out the door. I have made quite a bit of progress. So I'm starting the final border rounds. Let's see. There's 2 double crochets and then a loop, chain 2, 2 double crochets, a loop, and that was that repeat. The next round was single crocheting in the top of the loop, 9 chains, single crochet in the top of the loop. That row went really fast. So my next row is double crochet, chain 5, double crochet, chain 5, and then a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, alternating. You know you've made a mistake in a doily when the sequence doesn't play all the way out, and it's really hard to tell unless you have a 1-by-1 pattern to follow through with. Because I made it all the way back around. I've got my double crochet, chain 5, and then I'm just calling this a loop. It's a picot. It's a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, all in the same stitch. My chain 5, my loops, my chain 5, and then I got another chain 5 here. It's not adding up. Somewhere in all of these chainings, I've dropped a loop. I've gone this whole doily. I am up to round 30. I'm up to chain 30. There are only 33 rounds in this doily. Almost. Do I fudge it? Is anyone ever gonna look to pick up the vase and pick up the dishes and analyze my doily and see that I fudged that last bit? The last 3 rounds are extremely detailed. The next round has some little cluster popcorn stitches. The round after that is more chaining and looping. The final last round is making these points using triple and double crochet, picots, and popcorns. So really, I think if the eye was going to be drawn to a mistake, it might be in the outside shape or the core pattern, which I guess I did get those spot on. I don't think that's where the mistake is. I think the mistake is down in here somewhere. The initial mistake that has thrown me off. I don't think fudging it at this point is a bad thing. Is it a bad thing? I guess before I accept the possibility of fudging it, maybe I better just double, triple check and go back and count and see if I'm actually off. Maybe if it's just this round to fix. Gotta go get in the car and pick up a kiddo. I had a very good day. I had a really, really good day. Not done yet. Not done yet. The rotisserie chicken house smells amazing. I forgot to go check to see if we have baked potatoes. Potatoes to bake. I definitely have cauliflower. I don't have anything to make a salad with. I'll figure all that out when I get back. What was the point of all that? This evening, dinner should be quick. And then this evening, I have time to sit and finish these last 3 rounds. This we will finish today. All right? I'll be right back.
Keep it low key, keep it softly spoken, with no strings tying you to me. I'm happy